And now we're going to make a start. So good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I can see there's people from everywhere, so that's great. Welcome. Today we're going to talk about the real estate program. But as I go through the real estate program and the way that we've put this together, which is very clever, you're going to see how this can probably fit in with many other components of how you can create wealth creation with different aspects and different industries. But we're going to focus today on real estate, and I'm going to focus today on Dubai. And the reason I'm going to do that is because when we're looking around as an investor, if you like, and by the way, I've got to start off with a complete disclaimer here. I'm not a qualified real estate agent. I'm not a legal or financial advisor. I'm merely going to be imparting information and education in relation to the products that are being offered by PLC ULTIMA and how you may consider them for yourself to use these products after doing your own due diligence. There are no promises, no guarantees. What I'm asking you to do is just listen to the education and the information, and then you can assimilate it and do your own due diligence and decide whether it is for you. So with that aside, let me move on. My background, I was actually running a real estate company back in the UK in 2002 through to 2008. And the real estate company I was running, that I owned, was involved in the sort of creative concepts of being able to purchase property and cash flow those properties as an investment vehicle. Because let's face it, all the gurus in the world, you know, the Donald Trumps, the Robert Kiyosakis, all use real estate property as a cornerstone of wealth. There's no doubt about it at all. If you want to create wealth and cash flow, property must be in your portfolio. And we use property at the moment with technology. We're using the blockchain, and we are accumulating what we are calling farms or minters that are creating cash flow. And that's the digital realm. But of course, we have to consider the real realm and bridging into the real realm. And one of those bridges into real estate. And I'm going to show you how we're combining the technology, cash flow, with the cash flow then being moved or strategically placed into being able to build a property portfolio. And right now, namely in Dubai. But as I said, when you see what I'm going to show you, if you can negotiate around the method where you live, then of course you can apply the same strategy there as well, and other countries. So it is applicable everywhere. Now, the other thing, of course, is what I'm going to show you involves the ability to be able to secure volume and commissions. So, you know, this is going to be an extraordinary way of being able to build a property portfolio, but I'm going to cover Dubai. Now, why Dubai? Because Dubai offers the opportunity for a tax-friendly environment. Tax-friendly because there is no capital gains tax, there is no income tax, there is no wealth tax in Dubai. And as a property investor that's looking for cash flow, and cash flow being, of course, the flow that is paying for your lifestyle. So let's just think differently a little bit here. When we are going to work in a job, we are the asset that is going to work and earning to pay for a lifestyle that we rarely get anyway, because we're too busy going to and from work to our job. So if you can have assets that generate the cash flow that will support your lifestyle, that is where you want to be. That is why we do network marketing. That's why we do look for passive income streams, so that we have the income that can sustain our lifestyle. And the more income that we have from passive income, the better lifestyle we can achieve. So when we're looking to generate cash flow, let's look at the most opportune places in the world for real estate. And Dubai is one of the safest cities in the world. And it is red hot for real estate and red hot for the rental market. And the rental market here is absolutely booming. And those people that might be thinking, well, isn't Dubai a bit oversupplied now and overpopulated? Just in case you are thinking that, the answer is no. The answer is they're building a second airport, a second international airport. They are encouraging much more immigration into Dubai. So it's going to get much bigger. The opportunity is right now. What about if I could show you how you can build a cash flowing property portfolio in Dubai? You can apply the strategy anywhere. I'm going to show you specifically Dubai, but if you could create that cash flow here in this environment and the benefits that it brings with it. So I'm going to move over to my whiteboard, but what I'm going to show you is out of the box thinking. I'm going to show you how you can build a property portfolio of 5 properties in 1 year that will be cash flowing significantly. And I'm going to go on my whiteboard and just show you some of those numbers. Okay, so hopefully everybody can see my whiteboard on there now, and I'm just going to move into text box, because what we're going to cover, guys, is become a Dubai property tycoon in 12 months. This is powerful stuff. Hopefully you want to become a property tycoon in Dubai, and you're going to see the benefit of these numbers as we go through them. Let's just start at the very beginning with property and its value level. In Dubai, if you want to be able to buy a property that is in a great location with good amenities and, of course, with the right price, then you are going to be paying for a 1-bedroom apartment. Now, of course, there may be people thinking, well, I want a villa, or I want a townhouse with 6 bedrooms and 90 bathrooms. But when we're looking at this, we look at it as an investor. We want to create cash flow. We don't want somewhere to live. If we want somewhere to live, this is not the program you should be looking at. What we're looking at is the vehicle of cash flow to generate cash flow. And 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartments here in Dubai are the ideal vehicle for generating cash flow. Now, a 1-bedroom property apartment in Dubai, now please, you do your own due diligence and research, and you will discover that if you want a good apartment, good location, with amenities like a gymnasium, like a swimming pool, with a nearby shopping mall, riding centers, golf courses, these types of things, and then within certainly 15, 20 minutes of Dubai Mall, the Mall of Emirates, the airport, you're going to be looking at about 250,000 euros for a 1-bedroom property. Now think about this. Let me just put that on the screen, if I can find my euro sign. So euro 250,000 for a 1-bedroom apartment. A 1-bedroom apartment will cost you about 250,000 euros. Now, I'm talking on average. If you want a 2-bedroom, you pay some more. If you want a studio, you'll pay a little bit less. So I'm talking average numbers here for a 1-bedroom apartment in Dubai in a good location. Now, if you want that 250,000, most people in Dubai who are coming here, there's lots of investors coming to Dubai. What they're doing is they're finding the full money, or they go into a payment plan. Because the properties in Dubai, as investors, we are looking for off-plan. We're not looking for turnkey walk into today. We're looking for off-plan because we want to benefit from the build phase. We want to benefit from capital growth. and we want to wait and enter into a payment plan so we don't need to find all the money up front. We can go into a payment plan here in Dubai and work it so that we pay over a period of time whilst the property is being built. And the capital growth in Dubai right now, please guys, do your research and due diligence, we believe is around 15% per annum. And that's going to become important. So if you've got a notebook and pen, please make a note of these figures, because we're going to be going deeper into them very, very soon, and they become more relevant. So 1-bedroom apartment, right area, 250,000, but you know you're going to be able to enter into a payment plan here in Dubai. Payment plans are not something that are common in the UK. What you would think about is getting a mortgage would be your payment plan. And then you would pay your mortgage, or what I'm going to probably talk about now. But you can think about how all this works in relation to other countries and how they operate there. So 250,000, 1-bedroom apartment, growing at 15% per annum, compounding growth, capital growth. This starts your property portfolio. But you know what the rental income is in Dubai? Let me just tell you. Now, this is from the agent himself. He tells us what the rental income is. I disagree with him because my experience is that it's more. But he says we have to be conservative and give this figure. So I will do. The rental income for a 1-bedroom furnished apartment in the right location with the amenities is around 2,500 euros per month. 2,500 euros per month. Now, how much is that in a year? In a year, that is 30,000 euros. Now, a 1-bedroom apartment that is furnished, renting at 30,000 euros per annum, is an income stream that I believe is greater than the UK average salary. 30,000 euros from a 1-bedroom apartment creating cash flow. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way, you guys in the UK, but I believe the average salary in the UK is about £27,000 a year, and I might be going a bit high even on that. So 30,000 euros being cash flow generated in a tax-friendly environment is more, I believe, than the average European annual salary. So that is just one, but what if you had 5 of these apartments? If you times that by 5, what sort of income do you have then? You have an income of, how much is that? 100 euros, 150,000 euros per annum. If you had 5 1-bedroom, fully furnished properties in the right location, generating you this type of income. Now, the good thing about Dubai is that when you pay rent here, you don't pay it monthly, as some people like you would do in most other countries. No, people are fighting here to pay up front, 1 year up front, or they write checks. And they write checks because you can't bounce a check in Dubai. If you bounce a check in Dubai, you're going to end up in a lot of trouble. So here they do tend to pay up front, 1 year of your income paid up front. And tenants are very rarely a problem, it would seem. So we are in a safe city in a capital growth of 15% per annum right now, on a 250,000 euro apartment, 1-bedroom. And if you had 5 of these, they would be generating you a cash flow of 150,000 euros per annum. My question to you is, could you live on that? Okay, could you live on 150,000 euros just from your property portfolio, with you now owning the asset? Because what I'm going to show you is at the end of this, you own the asset. And what is the asset worth? 250,000 1-bedroom apartments. How much is that? That's 1.25 million euros. That is the times 5 apartments. I think you'll agree with me. If you don't, please say so. That is 5 apartments. You own this asset. I'm going to show you now. So please make a note of these numbers because they become very important. I'm going to show you how in Dubai you can become a property tycoon owning 5 properties in 1 year with 100% of your cash back. You will own the asset freehold, because we only deal in freehold properties. If you're in the UK, you might be thinking leasehold. No, there is no leasehold that we are dealing with. Only freehold. Freehold means you own the property outright. You say what goes on with that property, whether it's an apartment or not. Freehold. You own the asset, 5 apartments in 1 year worth 1.25 million, growing at 15% per annum, compounding right now. And when build complete, the agent will rent the properties for you. He has no problem. He came on to our meeting yesterday. He was telling the people in the room, rental isn't a problem. We will rent those properties, and we are looking at around 2,500 euros income per month, 30,000 a year for a 1-bedroom furnished apartment. So how do we acquire this portfolio? 1.25 million, you own the asset, cash flowing at 150,000 euros a year, and this is all part of our business operation. We're creating cash flow to sustain your lifestyle. Where would you choose to live? Would you stay where you are now if you was earning this type of cash flow and you owned this asset with no mortgage? Because this is what we're going to show you now as we go through these numbers. And if you're all okay, you've probably taken a screenshot, or you might take a picture of the numbers I put on the screen, because I'm going to clear them in a moment. And then we're going to move on to the very, very interesting part as to how we make this happen. But let me just cover, first of all, are we all happy with the beginnings of what we are talking about building this portfolio here in Dubai? Is there anything I've missed, Annika, that... no, okay, so I'm just making sure there's nothing I've missed out. The foundations of what we are talking about. So I'm going to clear the screen, and as I do, just to remind you that property is a cornerstone of wealth. If you want to be serious in wealth creation and creating cash flow, you have to be in property. So it's critical what we are talking about in relation to building wealth. All the gurus do it. They've written books on it. They hold roadshows on it. But I'm going to show you now a concept that's never been done before. I'm going to stretch your mind and let you see how we can function our technology product, the Minter, and how we can then bridge into real world assets that cash flow you substantially, and hopefully you'll see the vision of how you can make this even bigger. So where do we start? Now we're talking numbers. Let's start with our technology product. Our technology product is the Minter. And what I'm going to show you now, and when I go through these numbers can be up or down. I'm showing you an average number. Don't take these numbers as absolute rock solid gospel. They can be lower, they can be higher. It depends on your own strategy. But remember, what I'm going to cover now is 5 properties in 1 year, bridging from our technology product into the real world. And the way you would start this is with a Minter. Now, when I started talking about this yesterday, we had a black diamond in the room. Roland, he was in the room. And when I started going through this, he nearly fell off his chair when he realized how I was introducing this concept, because the penny just dropped. So let's go and start. With the Minter, you want to create from our technology product, the Minter that will offer you the ability to build the portfolio with 100% cash back. And this is how we would do it. So the Minter you would need to start with, by the way, I'll cover this a little bit more in a moment, would be the 110,000 euro Minter. You need this 110,000 euro minter for what I'm going to talk about, but please bear in mind, you can do lower, you can do higher, but I'm using the average. And there's a reason why this works right now. And this is important. It's important because for the next few days, we have the double max load on the minters. The double max load allows you to put inside this minter $200,000 of PLCUX. Now, let me talk a little bit more about PLCUX and the minter. You see, PLCUX is at a pegged or stabilized value. It's very important that we say it's not a stable coin because it isn't. What it is Alex has pegged the value, stabilized the value at $100,000. This means you know that you are doing business with this coin at $100,000. Going forward, next week, it'll be worth $100,000, next month, next year, and for the next 2 years. It will be $100,000. Now, on the trading platform on CoinsBit, where you buy PLCUX, you may see the price go above 100,000 or below 100,000 during its trading day, but it will every 24 hours reset to $100,000. So you have the knowledge. You are dealing with the coin at a stabilized value for 2 years at $100,000. And just in case you're wondering, where does this number come from? For those people a little bit longer in the business, and I'll cover this very briefly, Alex launched a token called PLCU Pro. And in one day, the price of the token, because he opened it up, he didn't put the stabilized value on the token. He opened it up to the free market and the coin went to over 2 million euros price in one day. So he doesn't want that. Nobody wants that. It doesn't serve any of us, but it goes to show the power of what we are doing. So he's stabilized the value at 100,000. That means you've got the satisfaction of knowing there's no great volatility. But of course, for 100,000 on the stabilized price, you have to remember that you are not going to get an instant sale, buy, sell on the coin. We have to sacrifice something for that stabilized price. So instead of selling at 70,000 or 60,000, you're going to get 100,000. But for that, there's a waiting period. Sometimes it's a couple of hours, and sometimes it might be a couple of days, but you're still going to get the same price, $100,000. So that's the X coin. The minter 100,000 allows you to put into that minter today, whilst we have double max load, $200,000. Now, some of you might be thinking, knowing where I'm going with this. And if you're a networker, you're probably going to see where you can start to get volume and commissions, because these minters are the powerhouse. These are the lead and gateway into what I'm talking about for building this property portfolio. So you've got the minter, you've put $200,000 into the minter. In month one, you are going to earn in month one $110,000. Month one is your income from your minter. This is in X coin. Of course, it's in X coin, but it will pay into your wallet the equivalent in monetary terms of $110,000, because we got the stabilized value. Why? Because right now you are minting at around 55–56% per month. Okay, so it's about 56% right now per month on the minter. And when you buy the minter, you secure this for 12 months. So you know what income you've got coming for 12 months. So in month one, let me just put that as month one, you got 110,000. Okay, what about month two? How much do you get in month two? In month 2, you're going to get 110,000. Remember, you are minting at 56% per month because you've gone into the smart contract now whilst you're achieving the newborn coins at this rate. So now you're in month 2. What have you accumulated in your wallet so far? You've got $220,000 in your wallet that you've minted so far. But then, of course, we come to month 3. What do you earn in month 3? Yes, stabilized. You know the value is going to be $110,000. 3 months minting, you now have $330,000 in your wallet. What do we do now? Well, this leads you into apartment number 1. And you buy a voucher for €250,000. You got your first voucher to buy your apartment. Now, what I'm showing you, if you worked it out already, is a 12-month payment plan. 12 months. You may have 2 years to pay for the property, 3, 4, 5 years. Every property has a different length of time on a payment plan. But what I'm showing you now and giving you an example of is reducing your risk to 1 year. Because when you buy the voucher, the 250,000 voucher, you're going to start to receive in your bank account on PLCU member. You're going to start to receive even on day 1. Day 1, when you buy the voucher, you get your first installment of €20,800. 20,000 on day 1. This is your fiat currency that lands into your bank account on PLCU member that you have spoken to our real estate agent over here. You've got the voucher, you've now got the property, and you're going to transfer the money to the developer. 20,800. But you're going to get that every month now, right? Because you bought the voucher for 250,000, and now it's going to give you all your money back to the value of 250,000 over 12 months. You have paid for the property in 12 months with a 12-month payment plan. That's property number 1. But you didn't spend all your money. You remember you had 3 months worth of minting so far. You've got 80,000. You have got carried over from those 3 months, carried over $80,000. Carried over. But what happens then? You go to month 4. And in month 4, your minting is paid into your wallet in Xcoin to the equivalent amount of $110,000. Month 5. You are paid again by the minter, $110,000. How much have you got now? You've got your 80,000 that was carried over from the first 3 months of minting, and now you have another $220,000. Hey, it's time to buy another voucher and apartment for $250,000. Another 1-bedroom apartment into your portfolio, off plan, being built. You bought it at the price. You're now going to receive for that voucher your fiat currency into your bank account, paid every month to the developer. That's apartment number 2. But what happens further? You've got month 6. How much you're going to get minted in month 6? You're going to get 110,000. Now remember, from the month 4 and 5, you had 300,000 in total. You had the carried over amount of 80,000 you can see above, the 2 payments, and you paid 250,000 for the 100% cashback voucher, you receive your fiat currency to pay the developer, and you've got money left over. How much? 50,000, right? You still carried over 50,000. But month 6, then month 7, you now got another 110,000. And I think you can see where this is going, because that 220 plus the 50 carried over equals 270,000, right? 270,000. Guess what? You're going to buy another apartment. This is apartment number 3 with the voucher, giving you 100% cash back. Now, the 100% cash back, as you know, I hope you know, comes starting in month 13. But the money you paid for the voucher clearly comes from the day you buy the voucher in fiat currency to pay the developer. So you've got 3 apartments now that you started. You've got 3 apartments and you're only in month 7. You've got 3 apartments, you're in month 7, and you've still got some money to carry over. You've still got how much to carry over now? Another 20,000, right? So now you've got 20,000 carried over. But then you're going to go a new month, right? You're then going to go into month 8. And what do you get paid from your minting in month 8? You get another 110,000. Month 9. What do you get? You get another 110,000. So now you've got the 20,000 carried over. You've got 220,000, not quite enough to buy an apartment. So you go into month 10. What do you get? 110,000, because it is a stabilized price on X coin. You took out the minter, you took out the smart contract, 56% per month. It's paying you for the full 12 months. But now in month 10, you've got $350,000, right? $350,000. What you're going to do? You're going to buy apartment number 4 with the voucher, with 100% cashback. So you've now got 4 apartments. I hope you're with me, guys. You've got 4 apartments. You've got the 350,000 less the 250. So you're now going to carry over 100,000. And then you're going to go into month 11 and 12. Month 11, you're going to receive 110K. And in month 12, you're going to receive 110K. What are you going to do? Now you're going to buy apartment number 5. How much have you got to buy that apartment with? 320,000. You're only going to spend 250. So now you've got, in 1 year, you have 5 apartments. They're being built. They're in a build phase. But then you're going to move into month 13. But during this, what you bought here, you are receiving every month for each voucher, you are receiving a fiat currency payment that you are transferring to the developer to pay for the property. And when you start, whatever the anniversary date is of the voucher for 12 months, at the end of the 12 months, you've paid for the property. You own the property. The property is now yours, even if they're building for a bit longer and gives you time for capital growth. You own the property. You're then waiting for it to be build complete and then tenants to move in and start paying you cash flow. So that is the start. But now it gets even much more interesting, because in month 13, what starts to happen? Month 13, on the anniversary of each payment, you then start to receive 100% cash back. Now, what is your risk here, by the way, guys? What is your risk? All your properties are paid for. You don't owe anything on those properties. What you're actually doing now, as you go into month 13, in month 13, you start to receive 100% cash back. Every single month, for each voucher that you purchased, you were receiving cash back 100% to the value of 250,000 euros that you paid for the voucher. So it's really important that you know that the PLCU coin that you are going to receive in month 13 will be paid at the value of you paid for the voucher. So month 13, it's irrelevant what the price of the coin is trading at. You will receive the equivalent monthly payment of the 250,000 you paid for the voucher. That's the amount of coin that you will receive monthly from month 13 to 24. But you own the property, you own the asset. You've now got an asset worth 1.25 million euros growing at 15% per annum, waiting to be tenanted. Then the cashback is coming to you. What are you going to do with the cashback? By the way, and by the way, what also happens, as you should know, in month 13, you get all your coins back, which are worth, let's say, actually, you get the coins back. The coins are given to you back and the value is at that date. But let's say are the same price, which is 200,000. So you get all your coins back from the minter at the value of what you paid, $200,000 in X coin. You got all your money back. You're now getting 100% cash back in PLCU. You own the property outright, freehold. You are waiting for it to be build complete, tenants to move in and start giving you cash flow. Now, of course, if you own property in Dubai, you are entitled to apply for residency. Residency in Dubai does not mean you have to live here. It means you can qualify to be a resident and take the benefits of residency, which you can explore. But let me just remind you that in Dubai, a property portfolio strategically set up is without income tax, without capital gains tax, and without any wealth tax. All the income cash flow can be tax-free. 150,000 euros we are talking. Now, remember, you've got to do your due diligence on the numbers, but for 5 apartments in 1 year, you own outright, growing in capital growth with all your money coming back 100% from a minter that you set up today. But it gets even bigger, because the month 13, what are you going to do? You've got the cash back coming in PLCU coin. What can you do? You can continue to buy vouchers, to continue to buy property, to build yourself an empire, to build an empire of property. This is going to put you well ahead of the game. And if you think and you think about other countries, then you've got to, you can apply this strategy anywhere in the world. But we like Dubai. The market is red hot. Property is red hot. The rental market is amazing. The tenants always pay. They don't bounce checks. It's a tax-friendly environment. That's why we like Dubai. So you are looking here at being able to own this portfolio. And then when the cashback is coming, you can do even more properties and keep building. You've got all your minted, the money you put in the minter has also come back. Now, what if you was to be in the business side of this? What about if you was actually selling the minters to facilitate this property portfolio with 100% cashback? You're going to earn your commissions and you're going to earn your volume in the network. That's incredible, guys. That is absolutely mind-blowing. So you can look at the way that we've done this. Look at the way we've set up the structure. You can be flexible in your approach. We're giving you the concept. We're giving you an idea. Some people already like this idea. This is the idea that we are doing. Enika and I are doing this strategy. So we know that we're going to be entering into this and building the portfolio here in Dubai. So guys, think about how it can work for you. How you can utilize the cashback in month 13, 14, 15, 16, going forward on the anniversary of each of the voucher payments that you made. The developers got all their money. They're happy. You've paid up. You own the asset. And that's an asset that will serve you for many years, in our opinion. That is an asset in the real world. What you've done is you've bridged from a digital asset, our blockchain real estate, into real world real estate, generating you significant cash flow. And if you're running this as a business, can you even imagine how much cash flow you can make by promoting what we've got just for the real estate building, property portfolio building, 100% cashback? And if you can imagine this actually becoming quite viral, because we believe it will, what impact that's going to have on the value of PLCU going forward as we move on to the top exchanges, as we get more fully verified on the coin market cap and properly established as a top 100 coin. Because then we come to month 13, it gets very, very exciting. So this is the infrastructure Alex is building. It's way out of the box. The box has been crushed and thrown away. Guys, this is stretching everybody's minds. These are brand new concepts. You are going to get all your money back in PLCU coin that you can convert on the markets back into fiat currency if you choose to do so. But you don't need to, because let me show you something else. If I can share my screen and show you, actually, Enika, could you share the Infinity loop? I'm going to stop the share. Hopefully you've done your screenshots, or you've done your, you've made your notes. But let me now run into how it gets even bigger and better, because what you're looking at here is when you start to receive in month 13, remember you own the property portfolio, 5 properties, great cash flow, your asset generating 15% right now per annum compounding. But month 13, you've now got your cash back coming. What are you going to do? You see, you could cash out. Yes, you can move it into fiat. You can put it into your bank account. You can do all that. But why spend all of it? Why get rid of all the coin when what you can do is use this loop? You can actually use your profits from your cashback to move into USDT, into a voucher, buy another voucher, and the vouchers, remember, are giving you cash flow. Fiat currency that you can put on your MasterCard, transfer to another bank account anywhere in the world. And what happens is the cash back is going to give you your coin back. So in 12 months, you get the same coin that you bought a voucher with to give you cash flow in fiat currency. You get that same coin back again to do it again 12, 13 months later. And then you stay in the loop of an eternal, infinite income stream using the coin without selling the coin, because when you buy the vouchers, remember, you can buy anything with the vouchers, with the cash flow that comes with it. You want food? Go into a voucher. You want a car? Go into a voucher. You want real estate? Go into a voucher. Keep the ecosystem with the infinite loop. You sustain a completely free way of living And the question I got yesterday is, well, how can the company afford to do that? Guys, the answer is the company can't afford to do that because the company do not do that. The company, remember, do not pay the 56% per month. That is paid by the smart contract you have with the blockchain in coins. It's the coin value in the market that gives it value. The market sustains the infinite loop. The market, not the company, the market. We create the market. We have 1.5 million people and plus now who are in our ecosystem, users of our coin and growing. And we think this is going to make it even bigger. So it's the market. When you get the coin, you go to the market to exchange them. You don't go to the company, you go to the market. So we're building the market, and it's the market that will sustain the loop. And the market is going to get bigger. It's currently over 1 year. We've done over €1 billion euro company. So the market is getting very, very big, and we believe it's going to get much bigger. But if you're a networker, first of all, can you imagine just from a passive person, a customer who can build a property portfolio in Dubai and get 100% of their money back in cryptocurrency, in PLCU? Yes, they've got to be open to that. But if they are, fantastic. But then as you, as a networker, perhaps, you are going to be earning 1 from the minters, 2 from your passive income on the minters and the network building, and the ranking up bonus, because when you do these minters, you get volume and then you can rank up. So you are buying the vouchers, yes, but you're getting the volume from the minters that we've just shown you how to build a real estate property portfolio using our technology, our minting technology. So if you are a networker, wow, you should be extremely excited looking at the income stream that you can now generate. And then when you receive the income, guys, start to put it in, park it in property. That's what the gurus do. They park their cash flow into property to create more cash flow. And then you enter into the infinite loop and you have a live for free lifestyle. This is the ecosystem that's never been done before. This is an ecosystem behind a coin we know is going to the top. Yes, it's a bumpy road. We know that, but we're now 7 years. Alex is 7 years in business. In this industry, it's unmatched. He isn't going anywhere. And he speaks about today, even nearly every day, speaks about the crypto winter. The crypto winter is upon us. There are shaky exchanges in the top 10, shaky ones. So you have to just take a view and be prudent about where you take your next step. This is what Alex is doing right now. He's being quite prudent about, whoa, where are we going to go? Then I'm looking at the market and this is happening. It's shaky times, a lot of shaky hands out there. But when the rest of the market is going down, we are powering up. And we are bringing in this infrastructure and a much bigger, wider scope. Remember, we've got 100% cashback travel that is coming, a 100% cashback exchange, our own exchange that is going to be coming onto the market, total domination. This is where Alex is going. We're very excited. And if you've ever been looking for a business where you can hang your hat, well, welcome. You can hang your hat here if you are a networker that wants to build a real business with real cash flow and assets that will give you greater cash flow, both on the blockchain and both in the real world. So guys, I think you've got the idea of the infinite loop and where the voucher system can come in. Thank you, Wenika. Any questions that we need to cover, they're in the chat box. Agency fees are obviously, there's always a cost of doing business. The agency fees will not be extraordinarily large. I do not know what the agency fees are, but you're more than welcome to contact our agent and ask. If it is a blocker for you doing business because you have to pay agency fees, I would say think above agency fees. They are normal agency fees we pay everywhere anyway. So guys, just go and ask the agent. He will tell you what they are. Do you need to set up a company ambassador? Question, do you need to set up a company to buy many apartments? And the answer is no, but you can do so also. So remember, you also have the ability to apply for residency at a personal level. And if you have personal income tax, personal capital gains, income or capital gains or wealth, as a resident of Dubai, you do not get taxed. So, but you must do your own research. I am not giving tax advice because you have to find out. But the overall answer to the question is yes, you can have a property, a company, and you can also do it individually. So the recent, the development we have right now is called Golfgate from DAMAC. Golfgate. You can Google Golfgate, DAMAC properties. It's online. You'll see Golfgate. 1 and 2 bedroom apartments on a golf course, of course, which is why it's called Golfgate, with amenities, swimming pool, gymnasiums, riding center, tennis courts, all the right amenities within 15, 20 minutes of Dubai Mall, 30 minutes of the airport, very well located. You can see that on the website. And if anybody wants the PDF, we will be posting the PDF for Golfgate, DAMAC Properties, D-A-M-A-C, DAMAC, who are probably the second biggest builder in Dubai. We've got more projects coming, of course. But another question we get very frequently is, well, if I go to Dubai and I find myself a nice apartment, can I use the system for 100% cashback? And the answer is no. Unless you can negotiate with the seller a payment plan that would suit your voucher, then the answer would be no. But our agent has already negotiated the voucher system with this developer that we are using in Dubai. Many more properties are going to be coming as well.
Please mention where we can find this contact and why we use this.
So we use the estate agent, who is our exclusive agent because he's very well trusted and proven in the business. His name is Aziz. And if you go to platindeal.com and you click onto one of the real estate vouchers, cashback vouchers, you will see his phone number and his contact details, and you can contact Aziz from there. What are the risks? Well, what we have shown you here, the plan that we showed you, I mean, this can be used in different ways. We can't show you all combinations because that would just become too lengthy. But the one we've shown you, the risk is after 1 year, you own the property. There is no risk. But if you extend it and get more flexible and you go into the payment plans, you know, there is general risk. There's risk everywhere. You can't do anything risk-free, and there's no such thing as a guarantee. So there is risks. You have to assess the risks.
Biggest risk if you don't do it.
Yeah. Annika's absolutely right. The biggest risk is you don't do it and you do nothing. That's the biggest risk. Getting involved with a minter, the technology. We're proven the company's 7 years old, going into 7 years old. The coin is established, it's on the market, everything's going the right direction. Yes, this is where you've got to take a view on the market, take a view on the coin, but I think the biggest risk is not doing it. Any more questions, Annika?
People asking about maintenance costs.
Yeah, every property will have its maintenance costs because they've got swimming pools and gymnasiums, but they're all different. There will be maintenance costs, but if you're receiving 30,000 euros a year on a property, from my experience in Dubai, the maintenance costs are very, very small, like a couple of €100 a year, but they're all different in each development for you to look at.
What if people don't have this kind of money?
If people don't have this type of money, that's a question to start with. There are different things you can do. One, you can take a view that you only perhaps want one apartment this year. And so therefore you would gauge your minter for one apartment in 1 year. So you can do that and play with the numbers. And you can become actively involved in the business, because if you look at the commission structure, you would receive 30% for a direct sale of a minter. If you sell a 110,000 minter, take away the 10% for the company fee, you are paid 30% of 100,000, which would be 30,000 euros. And if you have a team, it's going down even greater with the amount of levels you can earn an income from. So you can earn the money within the active side of the business and then get involved in the property or real estate aspects as well, building your business from the ground up. Okay. Anika says that is about it. I think we've covered most things. There's no more questions, guys. If you can see what we can see, if you hope you're as excited as we are about what we have here, what we've got our hands on, just some general things for you. Yesterday, the company, I think Alex will be announcing it today. So if you've got other technical questions and things, please save them for the webinar with Alex. I think at 5 o'clock UK time. I think it's 5 o'clock UK. Go and have a look anyway. But Alex is doing a webinar in English today. He always takes questions, so please save your technical or other questions for him there. But there was announced yesterday the Women's Empowerment Conference here in Dubai at the Armani and Opera Hotel. The company, and I know from speaking to Alex and Mila, they are very focused on the development and entrepreneurship and success of women. Because one thing we noticed when we went to the company events, all the successful people on stage were all men, but we know that is behind them or by the side of them is probably just as a successful woman. So we know we're empowering more women to take the place on the stage. The company are focused on development of successful women all over the world. So there is a conference taking place here in Dubai in March. So please, the tickets available with 100% cash back on Platin deal for the Women's Empowerment Conference. Let's have some amazing, successful ladies on the stage. Also this week, we're going to be doing a webinar at some stage. We are going to be launching the Infinity Income Educational Academy. Cryptocurrency education at its very foundation. What is a blockchain? What is a cryptocurrency? What is a wallet? Plus workshops, plus PLCU education, plus all the workspaces that you will need. We are launching it in partnership with Sean Maloney from the UK, who is one of the most senior educators in the world in relation to the crypto space. We're delighted. We're going to be releasing more information about the Infinity Income Team Crypto Education Academy, which will be very, very soon. It will be happening this month. So is there anything else I need to cover off, Enika? I think that's it. I think you should all be delighted with what we've done. I hope you got the numbers written down. We hope you have a very powerful Sunday. We will see you again very, very soon. Please do not forget, by the way, of course, before I even forget, next Saturday on the 10th of December in London is the event. We will be zooming in with the real estate update program, how you can buy more property. Enika and I will be doing a Q&A session on this very subject and presenting it with some other news as well next Saturday. So don't miss it. Please, if you can, get your ticket, get to the event at the hotel Sheraton, I think it's the Hotel Sheraton in Slough, London. Get yourself along there. Guys, go and meet people. Events are amazing. You really get the energy and feel for what we've got here. This business is outstanding. And if you get to the events, you'll pick up on all the other leaders' energy. So please, Saturday, the 10th of December, the Sheraton Hotel Slough, the leaders are in the groups. They will get the tickets and show you where they are. We will see you then when we zoom in. We're off to Israel to do a live event in Israel. We've got a live event happening in Budapest. We won't be there. We're going to be going to Israel, where we've got events happening there, and in Stockholm in Sweden. So we're really taking off, guys. It's getting bigger by the day. We're very excited. We hope you are. And we'll talk to you again very, very soon. Take care. Have a great weekend.